back. Welcome back, or just welcome if it's your first time here, man. This is the Golden Goose DFS show. I am your host, Chandler Blakely, aka Goose. We are the leaders in single entry, 3 max, and 20 max content. So, if that's your particular style of play, man, you found the perfect home for you. And like I always tell you, even if it's not, if you just playing NBA DFS in general, this is one of the best spots you can be in. Hit that subscribe button, turn your notification bell on so you know when the videos and content drop. Also, do me one small favor on this Saturday morning, afternoon, evening, whenever this video finds you. Hit that like button for your boy, man. It's a small gesture of kindness that goes a long way to helping the channel grow. It's greatly appreciated. I appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. This is my starting five, man. Where I give you 5 plays that is more than likely going to be in my NBA player pool on tonight's main slate. And I always say more than likely because it is NBA DFS, man. So you know how the injury news and things like that work. If you don't know, you will soon find out. That's why you need to be subscribed. Go on and do that, all right? Listen, let's get into this lineup review before we give you what you came for. Last night, man, what was that? What was that, man? If you avoided that Dallas Mavericks chalk and found your way into the money, congratulations to you. I did not avoid it. It did not go my way, man. I had to pay. I was nailed to pay up options. A lot of my lineups look like this. You can see like Embiid and Sabonis, and I just miss all the value. Or it's like Jokic or Jamal Murray, and I just miss all the value. All my lineups look like the same. I did not get any of that Dallas right. You need to avoid that, or just get to 3 pieces that went off. What was it, Prosper, Allen, or Rashawn Holmes? Come on, man. It was just ridiculous. This was my best lineup, man. Losing night on both sides last night. Got spanked over here. And I was just on all the wrong pieces of the value. Best lineup, 265. This was the $1.20 max, I believe. Hardy, everybody's chalk. Almost 79% here, only 17 fantasy points. Tim Hardaway Jr. right at 59%, only 22 fantasy points from him. Trying to get a little different, AJ Lawson, because I didn't think Steph Curry would play. So I got a lot of Lawson. I didn't trust those back spasms. Those could easily flare up on you, so I didn't even get to any Steph Curry. Didn't matter either way, whichever one you did. It didn't work out in your favor, man. AJ Lawson, 13% on, 18 fantasy points here. Got to Marcus Morris, the twin that actually did a little something at 9% on. Got him at 20 fantasy points. I switched to a lot of Markieff once I saw him in the starting lineup, figuring that it would be a way for me to get some leverage on the field. As you can see down here, I got both of the Morris brothers in him. But when Morris got the start, I switched to him, hoping I can get some leverage on the field, get a lower on play out of this Dallas chalk. I did, but he did absolutely nothing. Only 7 fantasy points. His brother up here had the better performance at 20 fantasy points from him. Joel Embiid, everybody's favorite pay-up option yesterday. He probably was the chalkiest guy throughout most of my contests, but he balled for you. Got off to a slow start, had you a little nervous. I know he had me a little nervous, but almost finished 1 assist shy of a triple-double here, 68 fantasy points for Embiid. Got to DeJounte Murray. Wanted to get to a piece or two of this Atlanta game. I liked the Miami side. I liked the Hero, Bam, and those Heat players over there. So I wanted to get to a little piece of this Hawks side as well. Got to some DeJounte Murray, some Trae Young in a spot or two. But DeJounte Murray at 2% gave us a 50 burger right here. Very solid for him. I already broke down Morris. And then Sabonis. You saw me talk about him yesterday on the FanDuel side. But got to him on DK as well. 7% on. Nice triple-double from him in this spot. 63 fantasy points. But like I said, rough day on DK. Let's go look at FanDuel. It was another rough one. I'm only doing a couple of lineups. This was the 222 to 20 max over here. 253 my best lineup. Got to some DeJounte Murray over here. Almost with the 50 burger at 12% on. Got to a 39% on Steph. He was okay with 46 fantasy points. Tyler Hero over here at 40 fantasy points from him. Jaden Hart, all my FanDuel lineups look similar to my DK lineup. You see me getting the pay-up option right, and it's just miss after miss after miss of Dallas Mavericks value. So just a rough night for me. Cam Thomas right here at 9% on 24 fantasy points. Derrick Jones Jr. did nothing at 35% on. Markeith Morris once again did nothing. Got him at lower ownership at 14% on. Got to some Drew Eubanks, another big chalky piece who did absolutely nothing for me yesterday, man. I got chalky with the value. If the value come through, I have a much better night, man. As you can see, I nailed the contrarian pay-up options, like a 9% on Sabonis here with 56 fantasy points. If the value hits, I'm having a great night, but the Dallas Mavericks just destroyed me. But no complaints. I can't complain. Destroyed everybody. You got to find a way to win slate in and slate out, and we didn't do that last night. We're going to try to get to it tonight. Let's bring you the starting five, what you came here for. At the top, point guard, looking at Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. We got a nice 10-game slate first. Let me get into it. Nice 10-game slate. Lot of news. Could have Luka out again. I know it says out right there on your screen, but they haven't updated the injury reports over here on DraftKings. So maybe he plays, maybe he doesn't. Hopefully he plays, so I just ain't got to worry about it, because if he's out, man, you still got to worry about that Dallas Mavericks value and chalk. It's going to get ugly, but you should be having Dante Exum back over there. It's just a lot of news we're going to be waiting on. I expect AD and LeBron to play. Waiting on little Halliburton news, and most of the other guys we kind of already know that's out. You know, I bring you the slate as I see it right now. I try to give you certain case scenarios for what might happen, but we can't get everything as we don't know everything in this spot. But bringing you the slate as I see it. At the top, SGA, man. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander going against the Los Angeles Lakers. 10-3 price tag here. I like the game environment. I like the matchup. Lakers give it up to the point guard position. So Shai has been playing very well. And you get no Josh Giddey in this spot, so it should be a little more usage freed up to go disperse throughout those starters here. And SGA gonna soak up whatever he want when he wants of the any usage for this Thunder offense. Pardon me there, but love getting SGA at 10-3 in this matchup against the Lakers. At the shooting guard spot, now this definitely going to be injury dependent. I like Cole Anthony if Jalen Suggs is out. When Suggs misses, it pretty much shores up 30 plus minutes from Cole Anthony. And Cole Anthony has been very productive this season from a point per minute fantasy perspective. And if he's going to be guaranteed 30 plus minutes, especially in this matchup against the Indiana Pacers, very up-paced matchup for the Magic here, I'm definitely going to want to get to some Cole Anthony. But we're going to need that Suggs news. If Suggs plays, I probably don't get any of it. They just play with those minutes too much. But give me Cole Anthony at 6,400 if Suggs is out. At small forward, I'm expecting Dante Exum to be back tonight. We got to wait on other news on guys like Josh Green and see what other Mavericks we'll have available. But Exum missed last time out, basically just due to a thigh bruise. So that's just pain management, a little ice, and a little rest. I fully expect him to be a full go tonight. And if he's back, he should be right back into the starting lineup in a great matchup against the San Antonio Spurs. Exum has been playing solid this year, especially when they've been without the two stars, Luka and Kyrie. So if Exum is in and no Luka tonight, I'm going to love him at this 6,300 price tag. And he's probably going to be super chalky. But like Exum either way, he's still in play even if Luka plays. But I'm just not going to be as high on him. Going to get the very, very small trace amounts of them. But if he plays, Luka is out, give me Dante Exum 6,300. At the power forward, I want to look at Pascal Siakam. Love this price tag, 7,900, going against these Utah Jazz, who's not nothing to worry about defensively. It's the second night of a back-to-back, but I'm perfectly fine going back to Siakam here in this spot. Like I said, the Jazz leave a lot to be desired on the defensive end of the court. Siakam is playing very solid. This Raptors team is the him and Scotty Barnes show over there pretty much. I like Siakam. I love the price tag. I like the matchup. And at the center spot for a little bit of value, man, even if Luka is out, it's still not a lot of value, man. The way DraftKings is pricing this year, man, it is tight. It is tight. It's forcing you to more balanced builds, which I'm perfectly fine with. I prefer the balanced build anyway. But it's just going to be hard finding value. So that brings me to a guy like Trace Jackson Davis. He has definitely caught my attention these last couple of games here, playing very well for the Golden State Warriors, and they have been letting them get minutes. Now, I know last time he got more minutes because Wiggins was out, but Even with Wiggins back, man, I think this kid has just earned some more playing time, especially with the way Wiggins has been playing. He has been a monster on the rebounding side of the he has been a monster on the glass. Where his fantasy points has come from the last two games. 15, 13 rebounds. It's going to be a tough matchup against Ayton down there, but I expect him to see at least 25 minutes in this spot, man. Just these last three games playing this well is going to earn him more time, like I said, especially with the way the Warriors have been fizzling on offense. They're looking for some continuity, some players that can step in and help since Wiggins is not giving them what they need. I like looking to Jackson Davis here for a little bit of mid-tier value on a slate that's still going to be scrounging for value even if some of these guys are ruled out. All right, there you have it, man. Your starting five for DraftKings: Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Cole Anthony, Dante Exum, Pascal Siakam, and Trace Jackson Davis. Get you some exposure to these guys. Get them in your player pools. Let's go look at FanDuel and see what I'm feeling over there, all right? On the FanDuel side, at the top, staying with Cole Anthony. Pardon me, gang. Need some water out here. Anyway, Cole Anthony, man, 6,500. Like I said, I'm looking to him. Oh, you can see the list. I'm looking to him right here, man, just only if Suggs is out. If Suggs is playing, I don't really want to mess with this Magic backcourt. I don't like how they do the minutes when everybody's in. But if Suggs is out, sign me up for Cole Anthony. Love the matchup. Him at 30-plus minutes, been playing well. Get you some Cole Anthony. At the shooting guard, I want to look at Jalen Williams, man. 6,700. Like I said, no Giddy tonight. That should open up a little more usage for the rest of these starters. Probably some more ball handling responsibilities for Jalen Williams. And he has playmaking capabilities. We've seen them all last year with SGA missing. I like Jalen Williams here, 6,700. Love this matchup going against the Lakers here. Staying in that same game, coming right back, as you just saw. Give me LeBron James, man. 10-3. Like him here. I expect him to play tonight. Listen, it's just going to be one of those things that this season with LeBron. It's going to be rest spots for him, man. He's older. We don't got to keep harping on it. They're going to rest him games here and there. I don't really think it's a full injury for him. So I think he's good to go tonight. And like I said, you just going to have these spots where they rest him here and there. Give me LeBron James at 10-3. Expect him back in action. Expect him to continue what he's been doing all season, man. We've seen him play big minutes in close games, even though they talked about limiting his minutes in close games where they need him, that we've seen him get those minutes. I like getting the LeBron here at 10-3, all right? At the power forward spot, want to look at Paolo Banchero, 8K price tag, and a great matchup against the Pacers. The Pacers are the best fantasy matchup in the NBA, man. I tell you all the time, you want to look at guys against them, guys against the Wizards. I like Paolo Banchero here. 8K. He's a guy that does a little bit of everything. He can frustrate you, man, because he's not as aggressive on the offensive end at all times as I think he should be or as he needs to be, in my opinion, but I'm no expert. But Paolo Banchero, 8K here. Love this matchup, man. He's a guy that can fill up the stat sheet for you, and just hope he's aggressive on the offensive end so he can hit that 50-point ceiling for you. But I like taking shots on him here at 8K. And then at the center, I want to look at Kelly Olynyk. Another risky play. We saw him get the start last time out, and he played very well for us, getting to 34 minutes. But don't let that give you a false sense of security, man. We've seen the Jazz play with these center minutes all season long. He could come out in this matchup and not even start. They could start Walker Kessler. So we definitely going to need to start a lineup here. But if Olynyk is starting, I definitely have some interest in him. I think he got the 34 minutes last time just because he was playing well. So that opens the door for us. If he's starting and he's playing well, we know he can approach 30, 35 minutes. But like I said, we definitely going to need that starting lineup. It's a very risky play here. You don't know what the Jazz are going to do with these minutes. He can come out there if he's not playing well, struggling. Him and Kessler could chop these minutes up 24-24 right down the middle. So it's a slight risky play. I'm definitely going to want that starting lineup. If he's starting, it's a full go with Kelly Olynyk. If he's not, I'm going to fall back, may just put him in one or two lineups, all right? But there you have it, man. Your starting five for FanDuel: Kelly Olynyk, Paolo Banchero, LeBron James, Jalen Williams, and Cole Anthony. Get you some exposure to these guys. Get them in your player pools. Y'all know, man. Any questions, comments, or concern, leave them down below in the comment section. Hit me up over there on Twitter, X, whatever you call it. I'll respond as soon as I get it, alright? That's gonna do it for us here today, man. Y'all know the motto. Chances make champions. Y'all green up. I'll catch you next time, alright? Let's get it.